got his knife and fork in hand, got his little napkin ready to absolutely devour what he's accomplished, I guess. Like, I don't know if I should thank him or like if we trying to push this guy away. That point was said by a Cheeto. Like, I ain't trying to say words that aren't mine, but I thought that was a pretty good point. Like, should I dap this guy up? You know, he took one for the team, or should I be like, I don't know where your hand's been, just get away from me?
People are saying that she's crazy, that she's contributing to the rise of conservatism, that she's in psychosis, but maybe JoJo Siwa, get this, is just a child star, and she's doing what child stars do. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, being famous from such a young age, like, you're still developing, your frontal cortex is still developing, like, that's not good, and it's not going to do anything good for you. You're always going to be in spotlight and fame, so naturally a child is going to chase that accomplishment, is going to chase that, like, sort of, like, because you're having all eyes on you, so they're going to chase that. They're going to chase the attention all the time. And I've seen people say that this is what this is. She's just bandwagoning, jumping on the bandwagon, like, oh, it's cool to be conservative, so now she's being conservative, but she's probably going to go back to being liberal soon. Like, I don't know, I can't say anything. If she likes to do, she likes to do. The dude likes her, the dude likes her. Like, I pray for a long, happy relationship. Like, come on, like, can we do that much at least? Like, before we start talking about her and making her the center of news, like, she is a human after all, guys, please.
Yeah, you better. Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and
Drinking
subscribe.
hot chocolate.
Today we're talking about JoJo Siwa. And this girl can always find the spotlight. I've heard about JoJo Siwa for now. It seems
I know child bit JoJo Siwa, and I know the end bit JoJo Siwa, like, whatever you want to call this fucking abomination of an outfit. But I haven't seen the flaming hot Cheeto fit or famous lesbian fit. Like, what even is this? Like, the haircut. Yo, barber, fuck my shit up. And you can tell it's crazy. Like, if you look at the first one, her smile is white, but it's not like artificially white. Like, the last two, they're artificially white. You can tell, like, those are way too white. The first one is like, there's a little bit of yellow in them. You can tell this woman, well, not a woman at the time, but you can tell this girl drinks hot chocolate and tea and eats sweeties. And then these last two are like, all I eat is vegetables and carrots and fucking, I don't even know, blood, anything. I eat mints all the time.
it's like 2 decades, and she's only 22 years old, so it can't possibly be 2 decades. But she was famous for the show Dance Moms, you know, that reality show where we followed little girls in a dance troupe and their manager moms, and we made them all super famous as children and ruined their psyches. That was fun. And then she became this pop icon among, like, I don't know, like 5-year-old girls and boys, and there was the JoJo Siwa.
That was the best phase of JoJo Siwa. What was it called? The JoJo Bow and everything. Like, that was the best phase of JoJo Siwa. She wasn't doing anything except doing things for kids. A kid doing things for kids, like making products for kids. And now, like, it's like she went from wholesome girl to just horny lesbian. Like, on her later transitions, from like whatever you could call her transitions.
Siwa tour where she was dancing around for kids and she was selling bows at Claire's that made her millions of dollars, I presume. And then she went from that to this really sharp turn into pride, LGBTQ, identifying as a lesbian.
That's crazy. If I ever get famous for my music, yo, bitch, stream me up. But if I ever get famous for my music, just know I'm never laying my woman down on stage and dry humping her and all that crazy stuff. Like, that's crazy. Like, JoJo was predominantly for kids, and now JoJo is trying to appeal to adults, but there's still a kid audience, if you get what I'm saying.
And she became a lesbian icon. Well, now JoJo Siwa's dating a man. His name is Chris Hughes. She went on a show called Big Brother, met this man named Chris Hughes whilst identifying as a lesbian and whilst being in a lesbian relationship. And she came...
Sad. She got cheated on. You deserve it. You're a lesbian, blood. Shut the fuck up, blood.
Out of that show with a man on her arm. So she's now in a straight relationship, shall we call it. And a recent video that she sparked, which is going to seem a little strange when I show it to you, has created an online conversation for some reason, and we will try to unpack it. It is a cover of her singing Betty Davis Eyes, and she's going to release this cover, presumably. Let's watch the clip so that you guys can see it. And she knows just what it
stream my music up. Stream my music up. People are listening to this. Come on. No, I don't want you to stream it. I mean, I don't want you to release it. And would I stream it if I did? I mean, would I stream it if you did? Yeah, nah. You're on your own, pal. You're completely on your own.
Now, outside of that audio sounding a little strange, which we don't have to get into, people are, I guess, commenting on the look of JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, like she went from being a straight goth punk lesbian to being like she looks like my nan. She looks like what I see photos of my nan being like, with the pink lipstick and like the hair looking all like that and all that. Like she looks, not my nan specifically. My nan, don't get me wrong, my nan was absolutely fabulous, gorgeous, but yeah, she wasn't looking like this. Maybe this is this is not even older than my nan blood.
She's got that traditional sort of pin-up hair, the Betty Davis look. She's got the red lipstick.
Whatever studio you went to record that, you need a refund. They scammed the shit out of you. Did you hear the audio, the quality of that audio? Come on. Either they compress that shit to hell, or they ain't compressed that at all and it just sounds shit. Maybe it's you. Maybe you sound shit.
And I guess a sort of trad wifey top, although that's basically a bikini, so I'm not seeing the trad wife in that. And they're saying this is the rise of conservatism. She's in a transitional psychosis because she's now dating a man and feeling the need to do this, I guess, performative traditional femininity.
Saying the world is healing because a lesbian went from she went from radical lesbian to radical trad wife, I guess, like trad wife aesthetic. She's chopped though, like let's be honest, she's chopped. Dude really took one for the team. She is chopped. Like I don't know who can look at that and say that looks good, but I mean she looks good, but she doesn't.
It seems like a bit of a stretch. You guys should be Olympic gymnasts, but I can see a little bit of JoJo Siwa playing into, I don't know, the straightness of it all. She went from this like pride parade connoisseur to this now Betty Davis singing red lipstick.
Yeah, she was a walking pride flag. Like, oh my god, whenever I see JoJo Siwa, she'd be in the most ridiculous outfits. Like, genuinely, it might have been a humiliation ritual of sorts. Like, let's think about this. Why would you willingly put those awful clothes on your body, walk around and straunt yourself like holding your head high like you're some kind of fucking fashionista, when all you are doing is walking around with a cut up pride shirt or like fucking, I don't know, sequins in the pattern of like pride? Like sorry to tell you, but you're chopped.
Stick wearing,
your fit is chopped, you are chopped, everything about you is chopped.
Pearl having on trad wifey and type in this specific video. And I guess we'll see how that turns out for her. I've always seen JoJo Siwa in little blips of online history and our sort of media entertainment history, and she's always come on quite strong. And I think this is just characteristic of being a child star in general. On Dance Moms, she was continuously, repeatedly performing. And as we all know, the Dance Moms episodes ended with those girls being placed in a pyramid as to like who's the best for that particular week. And I can't imagine that that's at all healthy for the psyche of a young child. She is literally raised and bred to perform her entire life, and has done so since her appearance on that show. And I can imagine she kind of does the same in relationships. With my little knowledge of JoJo Siwa, every single time she seems to be in a new relationship, it comes out very quickly, very fast, and she is very boldly in love with this individual. And Chris Hughes has been no exception. They went viral for this photo going out that Chris Hughes shared of them in bed, calling her,
like, come on, she's not good looking. Like, she's chopped.
Sleeping Beauty. She's been on TikTok with this video right now saying, quote, "You look happier. Thank you."
She genuinely looks happy there. Like, I can tell. Like, when I saw her in the interviews for Karma and like whatever she was famous for at the time, it looked kind of artificial. Like that look she has on her face, that looks like pure bliss. That looks like she's happy. And hey, I'm happy for whoever's happy. But the discussion should be had, what the hell did this guy fucking do? Did he drug her? Like there's no way you're going from hey, women stand up to hey, women kitchen. It's women back to your battle stations, please. Like, come on.
This is my mornings now, and I've perfected how to make the perfect tea. And she's just making tea with her now boyfriend, Chris Hughes, which he's come on very strong into her life, and they've come on as a couple for the public very quickly. So is she now in this sort of performative, conservative, trad wifeian relationship? Is she now in a state of transitional psychosis from having been this lesbian icon to now being in a straight relationship? I don't know. We've gotten a little bit of commentary from her where she states that she felt pressured to actually come out as a lesbian. She said here, quote, from a People's article, "When I came out as 17, I said I'm pansexual because I don't care about gender. But then I kind of boxed myself in and said I'm a lesbian. And I think I did that because of pressure." And when she was asked about this pressure, she said in a weird way, it felt like it was coming from inside the LGBTQ community at times.
Nah, they're saying that they forced her to be a lesbian. Boom, buckler. Is this how they're doing it? Come on. You know what? You know what they say. If you can't get people to your side, just force them. What are they gonna do? Say no? Bitch, you're forced.
It also came from people that she knew. It came from partners that she had. She said, quote, "You just get put in this world where you feel like you now just have said, oh, I'm a lesbian. You have to be a lesbian. And the truth is sexuality is fluid," end quote. And I'll go even further than that. I think JoJo Siwa has been placed in boxes her entire life. And when you go
she's been
through
placed
that,
in boxes all the time.
especially when you infuse a performative nature to those boxes and this need to seek validation and claps and just complete and utter love from an audience that can't possibly love you because they do not know you, your brain gets a little fried with all these different things. I guess it becomes hard to know who you are, know how to
That's true. That's really true. There's only, like, if all you've ever been focused on in your life from a child is, I want to make everyone happy, and the only way I can do that, it seems, is to be performative, not to be my real self. If I'm my real self, people start to lose interest. So you have to be performative and very energetic and upbeat all the time. And very radical sometimes, very radical. Like, especially in her later years when she, probably learned about, when she learned about politics and all that stuff and sexuality and all that, then she was like, okay, it's time to radically lean into her side, because that's all she's ever done. She's only ever leaned into something. She's never been, I'm a little bit of this, I'm a little bit of this. It's always been, I am completely on this side of this spectrum. And of course, that's not healthy. You should never box yourself in. You should should always leave room to grow. If you box yourself in, how are you ever going to grow and change as a person? She's only 22, and saying this is what I am at 22 when you don't even think it's definite, like when you feel like you've been forced into it nonetheless or nevertheless, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for her growing as a person still, but it's not healthy for her when she was growing, because now that's all she's ever known. She's only ever known a life of fame and a life of fortune, a life of luck, it seems. Well, I'd say it's luck. Getting famous is always part luck, part skill. I mean, she probably was good at dancing. Never watched Dance Moms. That shit's ass, bruh.
identify
Kitchen nightmares all the way.
and know how to build strong, healthy, loving, supportive relationships. And I hope that's what she's found with her man, Chris Hughes. A lot of people have been giving her commentary online saying that she now seems more normal, she seems happier, and reading some comments on TikTok.
More normal is a bit disingenuous. Just happier. She doesn't seem more normal. To be honest, it's normal to be LGBT of some kind. Normal in a sense, it's been normalized, so it seems more normal than it actually is. But if we look at percentages, then it's more normal to be straight. If we're looking at numbers, then it's you're in the minority for being LGBT. Sorry, you haven't got to our level yet, LGBT. Keep working, you'll get there someday, maybe. I hope I'm not alive when it happens.
We see this. A woman is happier with a man. These are my mornings now with a smiley emoji. She's always needed a man's energy. It's nice seeing her not be attention hungry. It shows that you grow when you have the right person's attention. Somebody says she's normal again. Another says she is in her wifey era. And
all of these comments are coming from women, and they're all like the worst comments. She always needed a man's energy. No, she needed someone she could connect with, and it seems like being a lesbian just wasn't that for her, because again, she was. She even said it. She seems like she was forced into playing as a lesbian, even though she said she's pansexual, which just means anything goes. Penis, pussy, doesn't matter. She loves everyone and everything. So it's like it seems like not only is it seems like I don't know, these comments are just disingenuous. They're quite disingenuous. A woman is happier with a man. Well, let's be honest. That's just true. She looks happier. I can't say she is happier. She looks happier. Her caption wasn't like attention hungry. Her caption was like, "This is my mornings now," as if like quite thankful for the morning she has now compared to the morning she had when maybe she was with other partners, or when she was not even a lesbian, but when she was just not with this guy. Maybe she just genuinely likes this guy, but they're being disingenuous and being like, look, a woman is supposed to be with a man. No, she just found the right person, not man.
I guess that seems cool. It seems like she's doing better. It seems like she's happy, but to be honest, JoJo Siwa always seems happy, and I mean overly happy, so it's hard to get a gauge on somebody who has been reared to perform in this way all the time for people's just prying eyes in her life. I feel bad that she can't really get a moment, it seems, to connect with herself, connect with her wants, her dislikes, her identity, because so much of that has been thrust upon her by the public, by whoever chose to place her in the public. And when you lead that lifestyle, which is the lifestyle of many child stars, you tend to struggle. And that struggle can show up in much worse ways than, I guess, being in a straight relationship, as people seem to be up in arms about. We've called this the child star to train wreck pipeline on this channel, and she could very well be on that pipeline. And luckily, the pipeline has seemingly led her to a seemingly supportive, happy relationship, although we're not seeing everything that she has with Chris Hughes. And if the worst we get from JoJo Siwa is a strange cover of this Betty Davis Eyes song where she's got this sort of traditional pinup hair and the red lipstick, I think JoJo Siwa is doing okay. Maybe let her stay in her lane, let her do her thing, and hopefully she'll figure it out on her own and learn to separate herself from the input of the public. Best of luck to JoJo, because it's not a life that I would wish upon my enemies, to be honest.
That's a bit much. I'd love for my bro to be famous. Maybe not from a child star, but maybe just like famous in general. I'd always wish this on my bros. Not my enemies though, because my enemies, they can have the child star part and they can have the awful train wreck after.
Guys, those are my thoughts on JoJo Siwa and her strange little cover and her now seemingly straight relationship, although she identifies as queer. Don't we all identify as something? Labels, labels, labels. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you disagree with anything I said in this
Labels, labels, labels. You wanna know what? You should change that label from subscriber to subscriber duh. Bitch.